What's up guys, and welcome to Fridays on my channel. And on Fridays we do a banting related video on this channel. So yeah, this will be the first banting video. If you are not interested, by all means click away right now. Otherwise just stick around and yeah, let's chat about banting a bit. I am gonna dive straight into it and tell you a bit about my background, how I got around to start banting, and I'll also at the end of the video share a little clip on how to make one banting meal. I started banting at the beginning of February. Basically I was always against banting. Every time someone said something about banting, I would get irritated and just laugh it off or just roll my eyes at them. And then my sister started banting. She started talking to my mom about banting a whole bunch, and my mom started getting interested, started looking for stuff on the internet, reading up everything she could about banting, and yeah, so got all more hooked into banting, more interested into banting. And then at the end of January I went on holiday for a week. I went down to PE, and one night my mom called me up and she said, listen here, this is how it's gonna work. I went and I chucked out everything that was in the pantry that wasn't banting related. And yeah, so you have a choice. You can either band with me or you can starve. So I had no choice. I had to start banting. I basically started banting thinking that, you know what, I'm gonna do it for a little bit. I'm gonna prove everyone wrong, like all the other diets I've tried before, all the other products I've tried before. This is just gonna be another fad diet. I'll try it out. I'll just show them that it doesn't work, and yeah, maybe 2 or 3 weeks and the whole banting experience will be over. Then what happened was I got back home, and my mom really did. She chucked out everything that wasn't banting related. All we had in our cupboard was olive oil and coconut oil and the coconut flowers, and yeah, basically the only banting products. So yeah, I thought, now what were we gonna eat? Because at that stage I didn't read up anything about banting. I wasn't interested in it. I wasn't interested in what anyone had to say about it. So then my mom started cooking, and all of a sudden I saw her making stuff with full cream, cheese over everything, bacon, everything we were taught about fat was just, I couldn't understand. I couldn't get my head around the whole thing that you get something like good fat and that it's okay to eat fat, and the big problem is actually your carbs, the sugar and the starch that you put into your body. So yeah, I was quite shocked. 2 weeks went past and I noticed that I was losing about 200 grams a day. At that stage I was getting onto the scale every day, so I kept track of it, and I was losing about 200 grams a day, like I said. I started taking my blood pressure. My blood pressure went down from 130 over it was like 165 over 105. It went all the way down within the first, I would almost say 3 weeks. It went down to 130 over 89. So yeah, then I thought, okay, well, maybe I should look into this. But I still didn't. Every time my mom said, Tim Noakes says this, or Tim Noakes did this, or Tim Noakes, I would get so irritated, because I didn't really care about what Tim Noakes had to say, or I didn't really care what any other banters had to say. Just as long as I didn't feel hungry anymore, it was fine, you know. And I didn't. Now when I started out, I weighed the morning before we started, that Monday morning, that first day, I weighed 134 kilograms, 134.5 or something like that kilograms. So yeah, I'm not a small person, you guys all know me. And then what I want to say, yeah, I weighed 134 kilograms. I was absolutely addicted to food. My life revolved around my next meal. When I was sitting at eating breakfast, I was wondering what I was having for supper that night. I wondered what we were having for supper that night. You know, I didn't skip a meal. I ate breakfast, I ate snack at 10 o'clock, I ate lunch, I had a snack at 2 o'clock, I had dinner, I had 9 o'clockers. If you hear a little girl, my friend's baby, sitting with me in the room, she is playing with her bottle of water. I think she thinks it's a microphone. She's almost 3 years old. I am not going to show her on camera because I don't have permission to put her on camera yet. In any case, back to Banting. So I ate like almost every 2 hours. Then I started realizing that I would eat breakfast in the morning. Now breakfast, usually my mom would wake up early because I live with my mom, for those of you who don't know. She would wake up and make us bacon and eggs in the morning. I'd take mine to work, and around 8 o'clock I'd eat my bacon and eggs. And by 12 o'clock when I came home, I wasn't hungry. When I got home at 12 o'clock, I wouldn't be hungry. Then I realized that I was skipping dinner. So now I was having, if I had bacon and eggs for breakfast, I wasn't hungry with lunch, but then at dinner I would have a little snack. Then dinner I would have a little snack. So, and then we didn't have breakfast because it got really mundane having bacon and eggs every day. Now, I know a lot of people were like, wow, I wish I'd have bacon and eggs for breakfast every day. But yeah, because I cook myself and I like to make food and like to experiment, it got very boring very fast. Eating bacon and eggs and fried tomatoes 7, 8, 9 days a week. So then we started with, one day I would have bacon and eggs for breakfast, and the next day we'd have druivenwors and cheese for breakfast. Now that's another thing. I mean, my diet says, because Banting isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle. My diet says I have to eat biltong and I have to eat druivenwors. And I'm sorry, as a full-blood South African, so I'm a full-blood South African, I live for biltong and druivenwors. So in the mornings I didn't have bacon and eggs, I would eat cheese and druivenwors or cheese and biltong or tomato or cucumber or whatever. But then at lunchtime I'd be hungry and we'd have chicken and veg or salad or whatever. And then I noticed at night, dinner time, I wasn't hungry anymore. So eventually I went from eating at 8 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, at 12, at 2, at 6, at 9. I went from that eating at 8 o'clock, maybe at 12 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, or at 12 o'clock and not at 6 o'clock or so. Eventually I started seeing a difference. Then came the end of the first month, and I weighed in and I lost 5 kilograms. And now, yeah, 5 kilograms in a month isn't a lot, but it actually is, considering that I struggled to lose weight all my life. Then came the second month around and another 5 kilograms. In the first 2 months, or almost in the first month and a half, I lost 10 kilograms. Then I fell off the bandwagon a little bit. Well, my mom and I. Okay, and then came winter, and it was just much easier to eat normal stuff than eating, you know, salads and stuff like that. My brother would come around with his kids for a weekend, and they would have hot dogs for lunch on a Saturday, and I would want hot dogs for lunch on a Saturday. So eventually we started eating normal. Then at the beginning of September last week, we decided, right, we're back 100% on Banting. I decided I'll put up a video every week to track my progress. So when I So when I weighed in on the 1st of September, I was at 131. So yeah, in December, through December, I picked up about 5 kgs again. Not December, through winter, sorry. Through winter, I picked up 5 kgs, not Banting. And yeah, from last week, the 1st of September, when I weighed 131, I came down 2.9 kgs and I lost about 12 centimeters all around my arms, my waist, wherever. So yeah, this is just my first update. I'm down 2.9 kgs, almost 3 kgs in the first week. I'm feeling great. Yesterday was the first day that I actually had a slight craving for something non-Banting, but it's fine. I had a cup of coffee and the craving passed. So yeah, this is what these videos are going to be a little bit like, a little more less distracting like today, because I've got a little 2-year-old that has my GoPro. She has my GoPro and she's videoing, taping herself or pretending to tape herself. So yeah, this is how these videos will be from now on a Friday. If you find it interesting, please stick around for next Friday. And yeah, after this part, I'll have a little video of what I had the one morning. I had yogurt and fruit. I will show you how I prepare that, so you got that to look forward to. That basically for this first Banting video. If you enjoyed it, like I always say, please give it a thumbs up and share if you have friends that's interested in Banting. This is just basically the intro. I will give a little more it will be a little more informative. I want to do a lot more Banting cooking videos, because that's something I get asked a lot, is how do I make this, why do I do this, how do I prepare that, and I will show it in the videos in weeks to come. So yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't been subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please click the subscribe button below, and if you want, please share it with your friends. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Till next week, see ya.